Hey everyone, just a small update to the last video called Passing Variables, in which we were saving new variables to the save game class. In this video we're gonna now load these variables back to the appropriate place. So in our case we're talking about a variable boolean for our character is small. So to help us visualize this, I went ahead and created the variable inside of the character, and I've also added a little function to help us print it out. So when I press V, it's gonna set it to the opposite of whatever it currently is, and then when I press B, we're gonna print the variable. So I'm just gonna reset oops, in the details. And we're going to look at this really quick. So if I press B, it's going to print true because my variable is set to true right now. Alright. And if I press V, it's going to set it to false. So now if I press B, it's false. And like we had done in the previous video, I'm setting it in my save game, my function library, my bad. So if I switch it to false, when I activate this checkpoint actor, the variable is now saved as false. So when I press B, it's false on my character, but when I start over, it should still be false because that's what the last checkpoint was saying. But because we're not loading this variable yet, it's still saying true, but it is saved as false. Just to exemplify this here, I have an event tick that I'll just plug in this print screen where it's printing the boolean is small from the save class. So this should print false, even though we are currently set to true because that's what is saved. But now we want to load this false onto our character. So the way to do this, we're going to go back in the function library, and inside of the function load checkpoint, you can double click on it, and right at the end is where you want to add your variables. So depending on what you're working on, if you're working linear, you would do it on the linear section. If you were working in nonlinear, you would do it in this section. In our case, I think we're working in the nonlinear section. So we're gonna do it over here. Well, we're using get character here, so I'm just gonna cast to my character over here because that's the person that I want to pass my variable to. If you're passing this to another actor, or you cast to whatever actor you need to get. And well, since we can do it before. It doesn't really matter if you do it before this or after. It's in this section is where you want to set your new variable. So set is small. I'm going to plug this. And we have a save ref here. We're going to get this. And get is small. And we're simply going to plug this here. Oh. So now whenever this function gets called, load checkpoint, in our case it happens at the start of the level, begin play on the first checkpoint actor only, of course. It gets loaded. So now we should have the proper. So if we go in, even though it's set to true, when I press play now, it should print false when I press B. So there you go. It's simple as that. You just have to load it over here. So hopefully this will add up to the previous video and help you pass your new variables and then load them. Okay, take care.